up, my nerds? We're back.
We're back here with our glitter and our snow, our backward snow that's colorful.
Yeah.
Very happy to be here casting the WCA Asia Pacific Qualifiers here with you, Dan. It's been fun so far.
It really has been. It's been so long since I've gotten to cast any Hearthstone. You as well. And it's been good games so far. I mean, people are playing well. They have good cards in their decks. What can I say? It's Cardstone, man.
Pretty straightforward so far, yeah.
Yeah.
Taesong has been doing quite well. He's 2-0 very fast here.
I think we're going to show the score at some point.
I think we're going to get into that in just a second here.
Hopefully.
Black Space not doing so well.
I believe he's 0-2 right now.
Yeah.
Not sure what everyone else's scores are at quite yet, but we'll see. Guys, spread the word that we got this on. It looks like our viewers are slowly but surely creeping up. When we started today, we had less than 100.
Yeah, we started at like 50.
Yeah.
But people quickly got in here and joined in, as is the way with Hearthstone. I mean, you just want to get in.
We damaged everyone, and they multiplied time and again. Luckily, we don't have a limit of 7 people on stream like the board in Hearthstone, right?
That would be crazy, man. Super exclusive streams. Only a very small amount of people get to watch.
Yes, indeed. All right. It looks like KNMDiva going up against Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron. He actually got 3rd in WCA last year. He's a player from Singapore. KNMDiva, I just don't know anything about. So I do know that he is cool enough to be playing Rogue in this set of decks, so that's very exciting for me.
He is the only one that has brought oil into this tournament, and it looks like both players had their druids banned out, and they both picked warrior. So, gonna be a slower one to start things off here.
Yeah, and Aaron actually has it looks like Golden Monkey deck here.
Yeah, they
just
both
like a very controlling. He's got like Death Lords in here. He's got the Golden Monkey.
These guys are running very
rigmarole,
similar deaths.
You know,
decks, not deaths. Just taking a look a little bit closer.
I'm just excited for the Rogue deck. I never thought I'd say that. I just don't see that much right now. Okay, so.
What did you do?
Nothing. Okay. Everything's fine. All right. Anyways, it's Warrior versus Warrior. So it was already going to be a long day, but we're going to be going home late because these two decks can't kill each other.
Yeah, they don't. This is almost definitely going to fatigue unless someone messes up really big.
Well, yeah. With Elise though, bringing out the Golden Monkey and whatnot, you can't get enough powerful cards out of that if you do it early enough that maybe you could end the game, but
yeah,
it definitely could go fatigue. And fatigue is my specialty. So that's where
you'll be in the zone, right?
All the Hearthstone pros can sit down and I'll teach them a thing or two about fatiguing.
Right. I'm looking forward to it. The interesting thing here is that you can see Elise is going to be played very early by Aaron, Aaron, but the Death Lord can actually bring Elise out if, he gets unlucky or, Death Lord is played a little bit later on and Elise is still in the deck. And, of course, it won't get the battle cry, so you won't get the map and you won't get the monkey. So if one of these decks actually doesn't get the monkey, then they're probably screwed.
Wow, that's actually I guess you're right about that.
Yeah, we saw that happen yesterday. Some Hearthstone going over on OGN as well. I was watching that one, trying to prepare for this cast.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for some monkey shenanigans to go down. But yeah, it looks like KNMDiva actually takes his sweet time thinking about what to do as well. So definitely very.
Yes. And I'm glad you emphasized that.
Yeah, I wanted to let you know exactly how long that could end up being, in fact.
So far, it looks like a pretty good spot for Diva, but Aaron has been taking his time, very meticulous about clearing these minions, just playing that Elise very early on. And if he draws, like, map into Monkey, that would be pretty nice.
Yeah.
It'd be a pretty nice place, you know, just have a lot of legendaries, like 20 plus. But let's see what he wants to do here. I mean, he's got like Slam Axe.
He's got a lot of plays.
Yeah, he's got like a million things.
He's got plays for days over here. Yeah, I mean, Slam Axe is really cool. I like that a lot. Coining out the Justicar is kind of neat too, just to get that so early. Even though you're not using your hero power quite yet, it at least trades and charging the weapon. Oh, okay, he's actually used Bash. I actually thought Slam was much more likely just to draw an extra card. Wow, that was a good grab.
I wonder why he uses that Bash here. You know.
Yeah, why would you use that over Slam? Can you think of Slam is an activier for Grommash, so. But it draws you one deeper.
He does have Revenge too.
I don't know.
Is there a chance that he doesn't want to be drawing here? I mean, that doesn't seem.
No,
it doesn't make sense. You just want to get ahead of your opponent, right? Especially in this mirror matchup.
You just want to dig deep, I would think. But I guess Slam works really well with things like Execute. By the way, this was pretty good for Aaron, I would say. The Death Lord triggered Harrison, which is always a powerful card in this matchup because they play weapons.
Yeah,
just for those of you at home that are like, why did you do a card in this match? I'm like, well, I mean, both of them play a lot of weapons. Both of them have 4 weapons in their deck for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see a 5th weapon, and sometimes, you know what? Sometimes you see 3 weapons.
That's
occasionally.
True. That's true.
Meta has to be a little bit weird. 1 Fiery War Axe, but you know.
Yeah. So Justicar comes out turn 6. Pretty nice. Going to start building up that armor a lot faster than Diva, who does not have Justicar yet. It does draw the Elise. So, that was another option that could have hopped out of that Deathlord. Thankfully, it did not, or Diva would not be too happy right now.
Yeah, that would be pretty rough. She's going to come down, and she's golden, so his legendaries are way better.
Way better, and he has a higher chance to draw the map and the monkey.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's for sure. We learned that with Matt Pagan long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, if you play them all gold, does it make all your cards in hand gold, or only your golden cards gold?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that actually either. That's an important interaction.
I don't have
Guys in the chat, let us know.
Yeah.
No, I don't as well.
I'm not privileged enough actually to have that. Not as much of a role player as Forsen is as well, so I wouldn't use it anyway. And he does draw his second Deathlord here. Suppose he could throw that out to buy himself some time, but usually if you're in this kind of matchup where it's going to fatigue, if there are 3 minions on board, Brawl is always going to be good, especially if you have 2.
Well, in Warrior decks anyways, it takes so long to get that many minions on board. Like 3, it's like, yeah, cool. And as you said, 2 in hand, screw it.
Yeah, 3 is the number.
Screw it, let's do it.
Yeah, let's brawl, let's throw it down. Let's drop the gloves. So,
okay, the chat tells us Golden Elise does equal all gold, so this is actually a really important interaction. So KNMDiva definitely at an advantage in this game.
Yeah, for sure. He's in a good spot. I mean, seeing especially that his opponent's Elise is not gold, he's like, oh, I got this, man.
Yeah. By the way, we have a little score on the right-hand side, as you see. Black space is getting backspaced over here.
Ooh, he's getting erased, man.
Yeah, he is.
From this tournament.
Ping Ping O's got to bring it back. Only 1-1. Uh-oh. Definitely one of the more popular players in the region.
At least he did win. He did lose the first game that we casted, so he won his next one. Against who is he playing there? He's playing against Aaron. So that's why Aaron is 0-1 so far. He lost to Ping Ping.
Well, he's kind of got to win here. You can't be going down 0-2. Oh no, sorry. Well, lots of cards. Armoring up as often as possible is very good, very important. I would say that probably I would skip playing Acolytes here because I wouldn't want to draw too much. Especially considering you both had Justicar, you're just not going to kill each other. Like, all that really matters is getting into, the Golden Monkey, I would say. That's like the really important thing. That's how you're going to have to kill your opponent.
Well, wouldn't you want to draw then to try to get there, or?
The thing is, I think it's still a very good chance that you fatigue, like go into fatigue. Because let's not forget, you have to draw the map and then the monkey, right? So it's pretty tough. It takes a long time. It could be down at the bottom of your deck. Like
That's true.
Yeah. So I'm liking this. I like that he actually just burned the coin as well. Although I would be thinking about playing like a Dreadlord here.
You can see he's slamming here
Yeah.
to not draw. I think you're 100% right. And remember going back to the Bass versus Slam, he actually, like, I guess didn't want to use it, but he could have used it and just not drawn too if he didn't want to draw.
Yeah.
So again, we're going back to that. We're like,
the Bash I would be saving to build up armor later when I was going to use.
But I guess it's like
mana efficiency. It was
mana efficiency. Yeah,
more mana
we came to the same conclusion at the same time.
Yeah. Here we are. Like, I think you're
Cast in
wrong.
the same tournament.
These guys are dumb. They should be playing Mage. It's like, what? What does that even mean?
He's like, ga, just came online. Just saw that down there in the bottom left.
I'm surprised, by the way, that Dreadlord is not being played at all here. For
Death
I
Lord?
guess, yeah, Deathlord. Maybe he's just looking to... Oh, you know what? Maybe you play it once the Golden Monkey's in the deck. Try to bring that out.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You could do that, and also if you play it now and he kills it, it's actually thinning out your opponent's decks, right? His deck, because he gets minion on board. It takes that card out of the deck, so it's easier to draw. You have a higher % chance to draw into the map and the Golden Monkey.
Totally.
So this is, this is the matchup of Gold Monkey versus Gold Monkey,
Yeah.
essentially. You're
Well,
looking for those maps.
Only one of these monkeys is truly golden.
That's true.
The golden monkey.
And you can see how slow this matchup is. Like, this is exactly what we were talking about. You're just sitting back. You're not playing much.
Yeah.
You want to save as many cards so you can get as many legendaries as possible. And you're just trying to draw. And you're armoring up. You try to get Justicar fast. And you just... The weapons aren't even used for clearing stuff. You just hit face.
You're like, well, I'll just slow your armor build up a little bit.
It's really just a strange matchup, to be honest.
I love it. It's actually, this is funny because, like, this is just who I am. I love matchups like this. Like, I love Control Paladin or Control Priest against Control Warrior and that type of, like, all the three of those decks, I will play them against each other all day. Like, also Fatigue
That's
decks.
crazy, man.
I love Fatigue versus Fatigue and, like...
Part of the reason
So
why
fun.
I used to play Control Warrior before I started playing Druid, and part of the reason I stopped playing that is because I would face other Control Warriors and other groups, and it's like 30-minute games where it just like does not end. You're just sitting there, you're like, okay, but it's really hard. That's the thing. That's why I think you like it, because every decision, especially when it's like Priest versus Warrior, it's like every decision matters so much, every turn.
That's really what I'm all about, is I actually do want to just, like, make decisions as often as possible.
Outsmart your opponent, right?
Yeah, that's like why I play games, is to outsmart people.
Yeah, just to prove your dominance over the rest of the world.
Yeah, I definitely have some sort of issues, like, for sure.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all? Well, Grommash is drawn here. Both these players have Grommash right now. We do have, like, the possibility of Aaron, if he wants to play it, could, proc the Enrage. And he is going to go for that. Just put a little bit of pressure, force your opponent to use some removal that they won't be able to use on the legendaries later on in the game.
Well, this is definitely one of the best legendaries. I mean, KNMDiva, does he even know how to armor? Look at this, 5 armor against 28 armor. Are you even armor, bro? I guess
that's what happens when you don't get
starts armoring now.
Yeah, this is where armoring happens, when he draws his own Justicar.
Aaron was so much smarter to draw his Justicar first.
Right? I mean, I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to embarrass Diva. Like, I think it's better if you focus on drawing a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Well, better lucky than good.
That's what they all say. That's what they say, man. So, still no map for either of these players. We're getting down to, like, 12 cards. We're getting there, right? Still no map. Both these players are really angry at their house. They're like, why am I never lucky, right? Where is my map?
Why am I never lucky? Where is my map? That's exactly what they're like. You're completely right.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Why can't I ever find my map? Oh, I keep losing it. Well, I mean, they've drawn a lot of cards, man. They still haven't drawn it.
Well, they'll get there eventually. Don't worry. The decks do have a finite amount of cards.
I'm getting worried.
Eventually, the map will come up, and eventually, the monkey will come up as well. It's a fact right there.
That's true.
Look at this. This is so funny. Like, he plays the Shield Maiden, it's like, okay, now it's dead. And now I armor up. I lost 1 life doing this.
Yeah, the only things you play are the minions that actually have some substance to them and force your opponent to use more cards, right?
Yeah.
To possibly use more cards so they'll have less legendaries.
Yeah.
It's just weird, because all these cards, they would have uses in other matchups, but they just don't in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Acolytes, we were talking about that. Like, they were just like, we don't want to draw cards, actually. It's like, we're just going to fatigue a lot faster. Just rather not.
By the way, misplay here. He could have just shield slammed that Shield Maiden for 32 shields, but instead he shield slammed that Shield Maiden for 28 shields. So
that's less damage, man.
Yeah, net shielding. I mean, Aaron is still winning, but
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe, you just lose focus sometimes in these long matchups. It can really get to you.
All right. Oh,
there we go.
The map of the Golden Monkey.
And it's a golden map of the Golden Monkey.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to draw it right there.
Golden map
draw
of the Golden
map.
Monkey.
Yeah. But unfortunately, not lucky today.
No.
Not yet.
Never lucky, in fact.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's starting to build up his own armor here. He's up to 18.
You know what? How can we draw this game? I want a draw to see this again.
You want a what?
I want this game to draw so that they have to play Warrior vs. Warrior once again.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
How does that happen? Ooh! We got the map on the other side, too.
Come on, monkey.
I mean...
Do I play this?
He's like, do I want a monkey or do I not want a monkey? I know his is more golden than mine, but...
Here's what he does, right? Plays the Death Lord, attacks in, executes his own Death Lord to get the monkey out of his opponent's deck. Bam, done.
We saw that yesterday. That's a play. That's actually a play.
Well, I mean, you didn't see him execute it, but...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He definitely...
not execute.
It's a good play, man.
Yeah. For sure. Gonna use the big game hunter. Wants to save that extra. Get some minion on board. There's a Death Lord, and
yeah, this is good. And he knows why that's there. He's like, ooh, you want to get my monkey.
No.
Oh, that's not even a golden Sludge Belcher.
That's bad. I mean, he wants to draw it. He doesn't have that many minions left in his deck. So he's like, do I kill it or not? I can't. Mm-hmm. I guess I'll play my own Death Lord and see if he kills it.
You should play it in Brawl. Let's really screw this
crazy.
Up. Let's just be crazy that the big game hunter lives and then both monkeys come out and we're like, whoa, this game's even crazier than before. Oh, this guy's one more card in his deck, he wins. Sick.
Let's see. I want to see him do it, man. That would add some life to this game.
Yeah, it really would.
But
soon their decks are going to look like that lava in the top right of the map.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad you mentioned that.
I know what fatigue looks like. It's like all fiery and stuff.
The interesting thing about that play you were talking about with the Brawl is that, I mean, definitely not worth because you're going to want that Brawl for later on, but he might be like, what if I have more minions in my deck so I have a better chance of not drawing it? Because if you actually did get his monkey and you didn't get your monkey, then you would probably still win even without the Brawl. Because then he wouldn't have all the legendaries and you would. So you would miss out on your on a good Brawl later on.
Yeah.
But, again, it's a chance. It's like, I think it's a viable play in some very rare situations.
Yeah, no, I mean, just about anything can occur in Hearthstone. That's actually kind of like the beauty of the game is that no matter how weird the situation, there's going to be some weird-ass play that is right once.
Yeah. Well, this is the armor and pass turn where they wait and draw the golden monkeys. And can he actually kill his own Death Lord right now? No, I guess not.
No, not quite. Unless he brawls and loses.
I must choose.
You can shield slam your own minions, right?
Yes, but he already used one. Or Aaron did. His opponent, I think, only used one, but maybe I'm wrong.
Draws a second Brawl. Both these players down to about 4 or 3 cars.
It's super
Cards.
low on cards. You watch, it'll just be last card in both decks.
Now let's see. This is another weird spot. Okay, it's 5 to 5 cards right now. Weird spot for Diva where again he can't kill his own own Death Lord.
You know what I like, by the way, is that he's not even playing shield maze. He's like, well, I have 40 shields.
Yeah.
40 shields.
But he can have 45 shields, man.
You need at least 20 guys to carry 40 shields. Okay, like he doesn't have 50 guys. What do you want? Okay, brawl. Oh god, here it is. Death Lord lived.
Oh, Acolyte of Pain.
That's a terrible one to bring out, but it's better than the Golden Monkey.
It's better than
right?
the Golden Monkey, so he's
But
happy
this
about
is
it.
how many cards can you make him draw off that now? Oh, I only see
not
the
that
slam.
many.
But if he slams it, he has to draw a card as well.
Yeah.
So it's not even worth.
That's an awkward spot now. Oh, boy.
Okay, do you brawl?
Ugh.
It's going to be brawling and balling in a second here.
Because if Death Lord goes down and Golden Monkey comes out, I mean, I'm sure he's calculating like what he has used already and what minions he has in his deck. So there's a possibility, especially after drawing both of the Shield Maidens here, that he only has 1 minion in the deck that is Golden Monkey. So if he kills the Death Lord at all, then he loses. So, oh man, this is a really interesting game for sure. If you slam Acolyte, you only draw 1 card. He'll have to draw 2, unless it dies to the brawl.
Yeah, we don't know what is actually going to end up killing that thing. It's hard to say. I guess this play is fine. It gives him like a good amount of life that he saves. Where's the Golden Monkey? I just want...
There
oh,
it is.
there it is!
The Golden Monkey.
Oh, so sick.
So do you play it right
Monkey.
away? I mean, I
Yeah.
think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you play it.
Just go for it. Just do it.
It's the guy.
He is the man.
He is. We still have that brawl on the other hand, so that'll be flying out of there.
I think you'll clear this first, I suppose.
Before Golden Monkey?
Yeah.
Before the Golden Monkey goes down?
Oh, he's going to brawl first.
Wow.
He wants to try to... Because he drew his own Golden Monkey. And the Death Lord is going to go down, so...
Okay.
Oh, it comes out. Oh, that is gigantic for Diva.
Aaron doesn't even know how to play this game. What a bad play.
Oh, man. That was just a really nice play by Diva.
Yeah, that was good. That's good stuff.
So, Golden Monkey comes out.
Here we go. All right, what do
He
you
has
get?
Reno. That's
Tank
interesting.
Master. Wait. Justicar. But he already played Justicar.
Yeah.
He has 1/2 of Stalag and Fugan so far. So far. I'm
This
loving
is,
it, man.
he gets Nefarian. I think that's the best one that he's gotten here.
What now?
For sure.
Definitely costs the most mana.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah, good point, Dan.
Can you get double legendaries with this, actually?
What do you mean?
Because Reno Jackson, he can like refill all his health during the fatigue
Oh.
war, which is important because
Yeah.
his opponent actually has like
You can
30
get-
more armor.
You can get double legendary.
Okay, so if he just saves that till right at the end of the game anyways, that would be where he would use it, right? He thinks that 30 more armor is going to help. Well, I guess it still does, but you know, that's a good one.
Aaron just leaves. Think about that. He's like, I know I am done. That's
No
so
way to
interesting.
kill him. Okay, that was amazing.
That was
That was awesome.
that was a bloodbath up until the monkeys came out, and then it all ended very quickly.
The amount of shields that we saw that game. Never seen so many shields
Hearthstone.
since the Roman armies marched on Gaul.
Yeah, man. The
Pretty crazy.
phalanx, right?
Yeah.
Coming out there. That's what we saw, man.
Yeah.
Justicar was leading the charge.
Awesome, exciting stuff.
Don't
yeah.
forget who lost there. Aaron. He still has his warrior to play. So
Yeah, he does.
We're probably going to see that again.
He can totally still play that. And the thing is, one of the decks for Diva is actually Oil Rogue, so
Ooh.
You know, if it doesn't get a blazing start. Okay, he actually goes into his handlock deck. This is a handlock. It's not like arena lock. And it does have an ooze in here, which will be really nice. Single Doom Guard, but not in any,
the list we have is actually in Chinese.
Yeah.
So Dan's
takes a
right
second
now
to-
he's like
I'm
bringing out
deciphering all
his
these
dictionary.
little pictures. Yeah. No, I read Chinese. It's
He's
no
like,
problem.
yeah.
Like that says anti-keelbot. Yeah.
Whoa!
Those shapes.
I didn't
yeah.
know you spoke Chinese.
No, I know.
Man.
Isn't it
That's
crazy?
really cool.
But yeah, he's got he's got both the giant demon dudes and Draxus and his friend.
He's got all those big minion things that do damages.
Yeah, and you know what? This should be actually a pretty good game. I've always enjoyed this matchup from both sides. I've always felt that it is like slightly handlock favored.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
But yeah, and the card that you're looking for here, in my opinion, is Twilight Drake. That card for Control Warrior, like to get rid of
So
it. The thing is, you hurt their armor that they're trying to work on. And executes are really important for giants, and by hurting their armor early on, it makes their shield blocks later on. So, Twilight Drakes are pretty cool.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. I'm right with you on that one. I mean, looking at the hand right now of Aaron, he actually doesn't have either an execute or a shield slam. So, kind of an interesting spot here. I suppose he could play Elise, get that map down there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Or begin to, get the Death Spite out, maybe use that, threaten some draws. You could, also use it for
What now?
executes. You could, with the Death Rattle, of course.
Yeah. I don't mind the Elise just to get another body on the board right now. But
You have the artifact.
yeah, it seems pretty
Yeah. You want to get that map in there as soon as possible so you have more chances of drawing it right.
His opponent isn't playing Deathlord, so he might actually be able to get some gap from this game. Alright, so he goes directly into this giant, and obviously that's going to be annoying to kill. But it looks like he has enough already. He has to spend a lot of cards on it, though.
Yeah, that's the rough spot, where it's like warriors spending 2 cards, sometimes 3 cards. Well, if you just draw well, I mean, you could just get an execute.
That works out, yeah. I think I value having a 3/5 on the board over the execute, but he has to think about it, obviously. It's like, how many things do you have to execute?
A lot.
Obviously, there's 4 giants, but 2 of the giants you can kind of control when they come out. This is like one of the real scary ones. It's like, well, you definitely can't have another one of those.
Is that Mal'Ganis in this
Yes.
list?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the other. I
There's
said
also
giant demon
Boom.
dudes. I couldn't think of his name for some
Yeah.
reason.
He's also got Dr. Boom, of course. No surprise there.
Dr. Boom, what's that do?
It flame strikes the board for 4 damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I've seen him before.
And looking at the list, there is 1 big game hunter in the warrior deck. Just 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be pretty useful for Boom, Mal'Ganis, Giants, all this good stuff. As you were saying, the Twilight Drake definitely going to be quite powerful here. Ooh, a silence on that. I love that, actually. Want to deny as many draws as possible here.
Definitely a nice play. Probably has to use the execute on that guy. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, guys, let everyone know that this is on. We are still growing in viewers. We've been casting now for 2.5 hours or so. And we're going to be here for eternity. We have like 12 more best of 5s or something like that.
I think it's... let me actually calculate this. We're on number 3.
I hope that Brennan likes me because he's going to grow old and die with me. So
We're going to be here until tomorrow, man, at least.
Yeah.
We got this one.
It's
and
5 o'clock somewhere, Brendan.
Then we got 7 more for the first part of the tournament, and then we have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 more. So
13
stick
more.
with us, guys. We'll be here
Jeez Louise.
for the entire night. 13 more best of 5s. And the finals might even be best of 7, but generally they're not. They just like keep the same format. But not 100% sure there.
Sure. By the way, that's a pretty good card, right? Tarzan?
Tarzan?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
You mean the guy that reduces all the mana?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Emperor himself, Tarzan?
Emperor Tarzan, King
Yeah.
of the Jungle and stuff. You thought it was the line? Oh, it's not. It's not.
That is pretty huge, actually.
Yeah.
Like, all jokes aside, I'm like, wow, that's...
I love...
He's kind of a big deal, Dan.
Jiraxis at 8 mana as well. Like, Jiraxis is a card that just single-handedly beats control decks because you make 6/6 every turn and they can't deal with non-stop minions.
You
So
just don't have that much removal in your deck.
By reducing by 1 mana, it makes such a big difference because you get the 6/6 the first turn. It is a control deck's nightmare. So, just throwing that out there.
Just saying.
Just saying, guys.
Sorry, Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron's hand is just garb, too. He's got, like, all these axes. Look how many axes he has.
That's way too many, man. He's just going to throw out an Acolyte of Pain, which just gives Diva, like, a decent chance to clear it for only 1 draw, too, where he's really hurting for draws at this point in time. Like, what do you do now? Now he has 4 axes. We thought 3 was a lot. Now he's got 4.
Ridiculous.
I mean,
4
what do you
axes.
do?
Look, Gimli over here.
Yeah, what is
Jeez.
this guy like?
And my
Stop
axe,
role playing.
And my axe. And my axe. And my axe. Okay.
All right, dude. Like, where is a shield slam when you need it right now for removal? Like, what do you do? Attack the giant twice? I guess you do. I guess you actually
I
do.
guess you just eat a ton of damage. The thing is, you're a warrior, so I guess it's okay. Like, eventually you get Justicar, right?
Yeah. And look at the hand of Diva. It's just so beautiful. Turn 8 Jiraxis.
Oh.
That's interesting. If he draws Grommash here,
I mean,
he wins.
This is, I'm really confused why he would actually play that this turn. This turn? Like,
this turn with the Death Rattle.
why would he play it, like, yeah.
This would
Why
be
would he
lethal.
play it this turn? I mean, let him... What? Just... You have so much health. Draw some more cards. It's a control warrior. Draw some more cards, make it hard for him to deal with everything, and then lay this down to make him concede. To play it this early, I don't even... What?
Yeah, that is just...
I don't even... I mean...
That's really rough. And Aaron here is sitting here like, well, you nearly just threw me the game. Okay. And he's still in this really awkward spot where he can't even use the shield slam. I guess you just attack again and like equip another axe.
Yeah, I mean, you have enough axes. He definitely is not going to run out of axes anytime soon. This game will be over before he runs out of axes.
Yeah. What if he went base and like dropped both Death Lords and he's like, I'm just gonna kill you. He's like, I'm just gonna take as big a risk as you just took.
I like the double Death Lord. That's cool.
Wow. Oh, this is actually a really cool play.
Oh boy. He's dead.
Yeah. Just gonna get that board up there. Nice little wall of taunts.
God. Yeah, I mean, dropping 6/6s every turn, that is so difficult to deal with. They're not in a good place right now in this game. That's okay, though, because he could beat Oil Rogue.
Yeah.
If he gains enough armor, Oil Rogue eventually hits a limit where it's like, oh, that's just, I can't do that much.
I can't kill you.
It's quite a high number, but it can happen.
Yeah. I think it's like not as extreme as Freeze Mage, but it's still like not fun to play against for sure. This is an awkward spot. You just equip the Fiery War Axe, but I think the Death's Bite would give you a bit of a better trade with the Infernal at least.
Yeah, that is true. If only he had a bunch of armor.
Yeah. Where did that armor go?
And like more cards in his hand and a Grommash that turn where,
yeah.
it would have won a new game. Ouch.
Gonna use an execute.
Feels bad.
And I don't think you want to do that.
No, probably not.
You could just wait a turn. You know.
End turn and chill. That's what we do in my house.
Come over to RD's house and end turn and chill.
Brandon, you wanna end turn and
Fatigue.
chill? Yeah.
Fatigue and chill.
Exactly.
And
How shall I destroy it?
yeah, we're going to trade in here. Let's see what pops out of the Death Lord. Ooh, Ancient Watcher. He was watching that whole time.
Yeah.
They interrupted his sleep. He's still sleeping.
You're just
That
gonna
laugh.
chill there too.
That laugh.
It's like, yeah, I see the Z's. That's pretty funny. I like that.
Well, this is a good draw actually for
Yeah, I think you pop the 3-2
Yeah.
a billion% and do the brawl. I think that's great.
yeah.
And like, imagine only the Watchers left over.
That's just
And what comes out of the
That's
deck? An
Krieggasm
owl
and a
comes
half
out of the
now.
deck or something? Like,
yeah.
something complete garb? No, an anti-keel bot comes out of the deck. And you're like, oh, now my axe kills it. Thank God I drew 4 axes before anything else. Huh.
That's interesting that he attacks with the axe. Doomguard comes out, and I think you have to brawl now, or else you're basically dead.
Choose.
He's gonna trade first, and no brawl. He's gonna wait.
Okay. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, when this... I mean, it's...
He's playing an ooze.
Yeah.
He could actually pop that.
He's one ooze in his deck.
And that's like the last hope for that Grommash. I mean, I suppose there's like a revenge.
There's
and
probably a revenge.
there's
in there,
other
yeah.
stuff in there, but it's like this would be the best spot to make sure you kill him
Yeah, he is.
if you draw. But that is game either way. Just going to pop
That's right.
that.
Aaron was super dead. Like, this game was not... This was not a happy place for him, this game.
So there you go, Diva taking the win, and that is 2-0 quickly after getting through the Warrior versus Warrior game.
Yeah. Yeah. So now he actually has to use his Oil Rogue. So that's going to be pretty fun. I like Oil Rogue. That's fun. Fun deck. But
Yeah.
you know, against these Warrior decks, if they get like a good armor start, it can be a little bit tough to kill them off. As long as they're clearing your minions each turn, it's pretty tough.
I think this is you just 100% go Warrior again. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's
This is where you'll find
you
pick
know
up
what
your
you're
win
playing
with Warrior,
against,
most
right?
likely.
Yeah. So we are going to jump into that. It is going to be Oil Rogue versus the Warrior once again, and not bad cards for both players here. Actually, I feel like the axe is going to be pretty nice for Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, you always want that in your opening hand. And, you know, I think it's just like, he's looking at this, he's like, okay, it's Rogue, I pretty much know what it is. I just have to remove minions. And so keeps his removal in the form of the 2 axes. Hopefully he can draw his other 2 axes. And just be like...
Just have axes the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, just going to start off pretty slow here. Just going to hero power up. Probably the same here for Aaron. We're going to see some of these minions get played eventually.
Now, against this, it's like pretty nice to see the sprint there. That's definitely an important card to have out. Just going to be dropping minions and seeing what he has for removal. Obviously going to remove as much as possible every single turn.
Yeah, he could play that axe now. And next turn, he could coin out the Sludge Belcher if he wants. He doesn't really have all that much removal outside of the weapons. You know, he has the one Sealed Slam, but he can't really use it too effectively just yet. Not too much. Oh, that's a nice draw. Could use that.
Probably, I feel like I would pop this 4-3 most likely. Just see what comes out of it. And you can always bash that if you need to remove it as well. It's
just like
you-
another added layer of removal here.
You always think you're in like a pretty good spot, or you can do it reverse. But I just said reverse. You always think you're in a pretty good spot against, Oil Rogue, and then you leave a minion out one turn, and everything goes to hell. So, does leave this one up. One of my favorite, the Vitality Totem. I tried so hard to make decks based off this because all I like to do is gain life.
So why don't you play Priest?
I used to play a lot of Priest, but
okay.
Priest is like worse at healing than Warrior and Paladin, so I'm like kind of not into it
That's
anymore.
really interesting the way that works.
Yeah, isn't it? It's like, hey, my hero power is healing, but I'm not as good at healing as
It's
two
like
other
the
classes.
third worst healer.
And now
or
with
third best healer.
anti-Keelbot, like everything is better at healing.
Well, we do see this Lothep come out here. It's pretty hard for him to deal with. He's just going to have to throw the Belcher to the wolves, essentially. And
Kind of surprised he didn't just remove the totem with his axe that time. But I'm just trying to look at next turn and see like why didn't he do that this turn? I guess he doesn't necessarily have to use that. Like he can just use the Belcher to attack it next turn if the Belcher doesn't go down. But
yeah, but pretty doubtful. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Just seemingly not worried about this Vitality Totem for now.
Well, yeah. It's the thing is, eventually you have to remove like all minions. So he plays 2 brawls as we've seen. I guess it's fine.
So decides to go for the Thalnos here over the Violet Teacher with the trade with his weapon. He wants to keep an extra charge on the weapon and get out the Thalnos in 3-3 instead of 3-5 and another 1-1.
Ooh, and I was just gonna say, watch him draw the brawl after he plays all those minions. Yep.
Yeah, and he's also got the axe in hand. I suppose this is part of the reason why you saved that. You know you're drawing into double brawl in your deck. So once that does come out, as long as you don't feel threatened, right, by the totem.
Look at that, he leaves up the 1/1 that is a cantrip. All right, nice. So that was a sick brawl. That was a sick draw.
Yeah.
He has to be feeling good. So far, this has been pretty garbage for Diva. He does have sprint in hand, though, so he gets to try it all over again.
Pay attention.
He's going to go
class.
for the Violet Teacher first. Just get some of those minions on board. I suppose try to just gain some board control and then eventually go for that sprint. Does not get removed here. Still no shield slam for our warrior friend.
Yeah, he just got
Or
it.
shield block, rather.
Oh. Yeah, this is a really nice play. Just clear out the board completely, never leaving anything up. That just forces like a sprint next turn and just in complete control at turn 6. And he hasn't even really gotten any of his armor cards yet. It's like as we go forward, he's just going to start gaining a lot of health.
Yeah. Here's that sprint you were talking about. Gonna refill the hand. He's like, okay, it failed up until now, but let's try it. Not going to gain control here. Shield Maiden is a nice minion to just throw on there, start building up your armor. Shield Maiden armor,
Sure.
you have double shield slam.
You know, let's not underestimate as well the power of the Dreadlord here. I like Dreadlord against this because Rogue has to... They have 2 ways to get rid of minions. Sap and damage. So 8 health, that's crazy for them to have to deal with.
That's a sap.
Yeah. And the
But you don't
thing is,
wanna
he just
sap
comes
it,
right
yeah.
back down. 3 mana.
Yeah. He's a pretty cheap guy.
Yeah.
Works for very little.
Yeah, that would be what cheap is, yeah.
Yeah.
You're very right about that.
Ooh, I like this. Using a lot of cards to remove it, but it's very tempo-oriented. Gets
Yeah.
another couple of minions out there.
Well, we're getting to this point now. He's actually already got an oil in hand, so with 2 minions out, and one of them being a Shredder,
Yeah.
we have some potential real damage coming up.
But again, lots of removal here from our warrior friend, Darren. Double shield slam with enough shield now to actually utilize it. Looks like he wants to draw first.
Let's see what comes out.
Oh, and he picks up Bash. Oh boy. He just execute Bash if he wants to.
Yeah.
Keep building that armor. Oh, this is such a nice spot for him.
I would say so. Gains health this turn, removes everything, gets to draw another card, will draw another card off this Acolyte before the day is done. In fact, here, you want to use your Fan of Knives. Like, you have nothing else to do. You got to do it.
Yeah. That's so
Look
awkward.
how many cards he's given.
Oh, and now just the card comes out.
Oh,
I've got the beast
oh
in
my.
my sights.
Oh, that's not fun.
What can you even... Oh.
This is kind of just Puke City for the rogue, and he has to
Did you
use
say
this.
Puke City?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that one from?
I don't know. I just thought of it right now.
You're totally right, though. It's totally Puke City. Oh, man.
It's
This is... Well, for the Warrior, this is Puketopia.
yeah.
Right?
Well,
Or wait,
I don't
no.
know if that sounds. It doesn't sound very good.
It's already Puke City, right? So, like, it's... Yeah, anyways.
Well, just throws in a 6 more shield there with his 10 armor. Or 10 mana, rather. And he's going to clear everything. Now he's totally fine to use the Fan of Knives.
And look at this. Boil it is.
He's getting some damage.
Yeah.
He's clearing up some of that armor.
This is definitely some real damage. Like, I guess he doesn't quite get him down. Okay, he's at 29. All right, they're tied on life. That means it's even game, right?
It's a start, right?
This is what it's like to have an even game. Oh no, he's winning now.
Well, there's the Grummash. Didn't see his face for a while. He can use one of his shield slams, and he has another shield block. So, like, even if a big combo turn came out somehow out of the rogue, he could easily just use that again and shield slam. Also, as a Death Lord, he has 2 Death Lords.
Look at this. He's got double Blade Fury in his hand. That doesn't do anything for him right now. This is also gross. It's like he can make a... He has nothing. He has to draw into a sprint like next turn.
Yeah, I mean, he is running double sprint, right? I would assume, yeah.
Yeah, if he's not, that would be... He's really... Now he is playing double sprint. Double golden sprint.
Yeah, and this is like that last breath of life where he's like, I'm just going to make a gigantic Edwin and hope that he doesn't have the second shield slam, but he's already drawn it. And he has exactly 8. He can easily armor up. He's also got another shield block. Just money here for the Warrior at this point. Shield slam it down, play another Death Lord, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, he does whatever he wants. Diva has to leave this game at this point. This is not going his way no matter what he does.
Yep,
No
there we
matter
go.
how bad he wants to win that game, it is not occurring. All right, so, well, I mean, that's pretty much what we expected. You kind of have to have a really good draw to kill off such an armor-heavy warrior.
Yeah, but at least now the Warrior's out. Will not be able to play that, and he's played it 3 times in a row. We haven't actually gotten to see any of his other decks.
I
come
forgot
out
that
here.
he plays anything but that.
Yeah,
Oh, this guy has a Murloc deck.
he has a Murloc Paladin deck
Murloc Paladin control.
and
That's so sick.
Reno Lock
Yep.
and a Druid, but I'm not sure exactly which one they banned. Did you write that down? No.
I didn't write it down, but we'll see when we get back into the game.
Yeah, we'll be back in there in just a second. Get to see what deck he is using.
He's using the Paladin deck. All right.
Here we go.
So, guys, this is a Murloc Paladin deck, and you guys all know that when this deck comes out, anything can happen.
Anything? Oh man, I love watching this. Actually, just this matchup is, or not the matchup, just this deck.
Oh yeah, just Murlocs.
It's a lot of fun.
Murlocs and Paladin, those are my 2 favorite things.
Yeah?
Okay, like I love
You like
Murloc
Murloc?
decks. I love Paladin decks. Murloc Paladin, yes please. I'm hoping Murlocs come back in standard. Like, the thing is, like, I think basically Zoo with Death Rattles became too strong, so Zoo with Murlocs went away.
Yeah,
So maybe.
I think it will.
I think it
Because
could.
anything can happen is also from one of these recent
Yeah.
expansions.
Well, yeah, I guess that would be a... I don't care what type of Murloc deck. I'll play Shaman, I'll play Paladin, I'll play Warlock, I'll play Rogue. No, I won't play Rogue Murloc.
No,
That's gross, but anything else.
Speak to me.
So, do you know much about this matchup? About
Murlocs
about
against this?
Rogue against Murloc? I mean,
Okay, so there is a good amount of life gain with the Murloc deck, but it's kind of slow and it doesn't really have that much disruption. Like it has some sort of board clears in here. Like he actually is playing a couple Wild Pyros and a couple Equalities and a couple Doomsayers. So he has some removal, but I would give the edge to the Oil Rogue. Like I mean, I guess people do play the Murloc Paladin decks. I want it to be a great deck so badly. So far, I haven't had too much success with it personally, but it has a lot of life gain, so that's what we can really say about it, right?
Yeah.
Double anti-Keel bot, lay on hands. That's a lot, and you know, obviously, little things like True Silver. It has potential.
this is interesting. He's going to get a 6/6 on the board on turn 3.
Well, he's just gonna feel like a fool and be humiliated here.
That he will. I think there's no other choice right now.
Yeah.
You could like Humility Doomsayer, I suppose. Or just Humility. No, you could like Humility and re-put out the Acolyte.
Oh, that's great. I love that play. Because
Because
that makes it one attack, which means you can draw lots of cards.
yeah, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Speak to me.
Just plop that down, and as long as there is no... Okay, well, he does draw the oil, but... I mean, do you really want to, like, coin that to get the combo to get one attack so that
I think
you're
you just-
denying draws?
You don't do it quite yet, I would say. I think you chill on that. You have to have your weapon up, too. Like, if it's on one durability, you better be killing him with that oil, or it feels like the biggest waste. But this...
You get a free draw, and that's, you know, the first.
Yeah.
So you'll get 2 draws out of this Acolyte for sure.
I think a Doomsayer is kind of a cool play. The Sword is kind of a cool play. I mean, it's Murloc Paladin. Anything he does is pretty cool. Can't argue with that.
He's going to draw first. That makes a lot of sense. Doomsayer. He's already got 5 power out there, so he's pretty close. But I guess he's just going to attack in first. Okay. Get that down to 1 life.
Yeah,
if
this
you want to trade it out and not allow him to get more draws, then you have to lose it.
Lines up Consecration very, very well, so that's good, I guess. Ooh.
You get that 2 damage Fan of Knives here.
Yeah, but I mean, the way that sword attack doesn't that scream Consecration?
Yeah, this is...
It's like instead of saying whatever this paladin says when he attacks, he says, "Consecration is in my hand."
He's always got to assume, man. Now there's the second Consecration. He could Consecration Doomsayer even to deny like another play. I think that's pretty strong. He may want to save it and just dude here.
I would consider
Let me see.
sorting it too, but no, he's only at 6 mana. You don't need to sword that, really.
He was playing 2 Doomsayers.
Yep. The Doomsayers I don't think are like the most useful card against this deck, but it's okay. It's just like a lot of health to deal with, so either you let stuff blow up or you waste a lot of your damage. And there's like a finite amount of damage in these rogue decks.
Yeah. By playing it, you essentially deny him a chance to play a minion on the next turn. That's the only thing. But you may want to save it. I mean, the rogue is always going to have the means to be drawing cards with the double sprint and all that good stuff. He's trying to decide on it right now. Looks like he's just going to save it.
Yeah. He's not really in danger of dying, let's not forget, too. With 6 mana at 24 health, you are not worried about a big turn. In 2-3 turns, just a Doomsayer to prevent a minion might be like a really cool play, though.
So I'm trying to decide on what minions to play now. Looks like he doesn't want to draw yet. He just wants to make sure he keeps that board clear.
He gets a weapon up. You know, this is a sticky guy. He's got sticky fingers.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil on that as well, in that shredder, you know?
You know, that's the funny thing. Oil Rogue plays sticky minions. How would you unstick them without the oil? Right?
My jaw just dropped. I was just in total surprise at that, Dan. I don't have an answer for you.
No. Well, I mean, that's why the deck is, you know, a powerful deck for Rogue.
Yeah,
Obviously.
they both work out together. And there's that Doomsayer coming through.
That's...
I don't know about that.
I didn't care for that as much.
Because, I don't know. Like, he could just literally pass, and then
Yeah, it
gets more value
That
for
has to be
him.
the only play, right? It has to be what he wants is a pass.
Yeah.
What else could you want with this? And he's
This is
looking,
about
he's
as
like,
good
well,
as it's
this
gonna get.
feels weird.
Yeah. He's like, did
I
you
would-
really just do that?
I would definitely re-weapon before passing. Okay, he just wants to clear everything, which at the end of the day is fine. The 1-2 taunt is probably as good as whatever you're going to get out of that. What if you get your own Doomsayer?
I guess that was the decision-making process for Diva, where he's like, do I want to try to have a better minion than the 1-2, or, you know, let him have that 1-2 out there?
I didn't realize he has 2 lay on hands in here.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lot of life gain.
It's a ton.
By the way,
And a lot of draw, too.
Yeah.
With cards.
yeah. Also 2 Solemn Vigils, so
That's like almost too much.
that's a lot. I mean, you've got to draw your Murlocs, or you know, it feels
Yeah.
pretty dumb. Even as 2 Anyfin can happen. Wow, this is a cool deck.
Yep.
I'm gonna make this one when I go home.
Want to make sure you get that combo up. And when do you begin to play those Murlocs? So you can throw out the Anyfin.
Options.
I mean, right now you could like throw out both of the War Leaders and then have a charge that has 6 attack. So you could like clear one,
That is true.
and then they would die, and then maybe you could like Anyfin next turn. You're beginning to get that combo up.
Yeah,
It looks like that's exactly what he's gonna do.
it's not a bad play here. It does leave a 3/3 up on the board, and it's not like this is going to be hard for him to clear the board. Like, does he have a Blade Fury? Yeah, he does. Look at that. So
the
it's
thing
like
coming through.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so if he just like plays something, like he could play the SI7 agent to combo this, or he could use like a backstab to make sure that the oil goes on the right thing, and he can deal hella damage and clear the board.
That he can. And okay. He's gonna play the Drake instead.
Okay.
So he's gonna be able to clear it anyway, and he'll have like
Yeah.
the SI out. It's like he wants to save his oil and Blade Flurry combination, possibly for like the next round. You know?
Thing is, like, obviously he knows exactly the deck. Like, he can probably write down almost every card in the deck right now. And some of the most important parts are already waiting for Anyfin. So, just throwing that out there. That's a lot of damage when it all comes down at once.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, just let me check exactly, because I believe he has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 what?
Yes, 5 Murlocs. Yeah. So
Options.
that's some good damage.
Yeah.
It's
and 3 of them
12
have already
plus
died.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's like 22 damage, right? Anyfin, if you get all 5 of them out?
Yeah, but they have to die first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like 3 of them are now in, so he just needs to
Yeah.
get the 2 other charge dudes, and that's like a lot of damage.
That's a ton of damage, man. It's a huge combo deck, and that's what
Wicked
it's about. You
damage.
just stick around. You have life game. You have ton of draw.
It's exactly my type of deck. I like
you
this
should
build.
play this, man.
I'm going to. The Anyfin deck that I was playing, Admiral gave to me, and you know what, man? wasn't this good. Alrighty, he does use one anything. Okay, that thing we were talking about before he might do now.
That thing, that secret thing.
That thing where he blows up the board.
He's getting pretty close to a sick amount of damage.
Yeah. Well, now gets 4 of those and 2 of the charge guys. Like, whoa.
So right now that's
Another Anyfin does like 400 damage, right?
Yeah, something like that. I think you're pretty close. Maybe like a couple numbers off, but no, you're getting there.
A couple decimal point movements,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's just a little dot. It's not that big a deal.
So he could oil again and then Blade Flurry. That's a crazy amount of damage because right now he's got 10. Another oil is 16. Plus the Blade Flurry will be another 7.
Yeah, I think saving it is pretty good because he has 2 Blade Furies. Obviously, you can use it later for like
The
a lot
other
of
oil,
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, just makes sense.
That's
Get him
good,
down pretty
though.
low. And you could even sprint. You know, it's not going to be super easy for the Paladin to remove that 6-3 even. And as we can tell, he doesn't have an answer right now.
Yeah, I think you just gain life and make it one attack. It's like
Follow the rule.
just buy some time. It's all good.
Yeah. That's what this
I
is all
love
about.
this deck, man. Aaron has to win this tournament. He has to show that this deck, with all the life gain, all the card drawn, all the Murlocs, literally my 3 favorite things. The only thing that would be better if somehow the Murlocs could fatigue you. He needs to play. Wait, no, that wouldn't work.
Mill Murloc Paladin.
Life gain.
Yeah.
Murloc, Mill, Paladin.
Guy in the chat says Old Merc Guy will not be available.
Why? What?
I thought he was one. Did he come out with like
No, he came out with the
the
original
first
set.
expansion? I thought he did too.
Maybe I didn't understand fully what Standard is doing. I know that they're
I
changing
think it's only like the
cards.
neutral classic cards, right? Or not only the neutral, but the classic cards and
He's one of them. Once you get all the Murlocs, he just
Yeah.
unlocks.
This guy's
So what now,
I don't
guy in
know.
the chat?
guy in the chat is trolling, man. But yeah, Paladin just hanging on for dear life. Not even for dear life. He's pretty safe,
For 20
actually.
Yeah, he's got 24, I think.
He could
he's
like
cool.
draw some more now if he wants. Clear the 3/3. Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. Draw some of them cards.
Or those are good.
Yeah, and now look at this. He's got Pyromancer with double equality.
I think he only needs one.
He only needs one. But is he playing double? Yeah, he is playing double Pyromancer too. So yeah, he's just waiting for that second Anyfin.
It turns out that he's actually considered royal,
What?
despite the fact that like you just got him like immediately.
Okay. All right. That's quite interesting. I guess that Goblin guy isn't available either. The 6/6 that nobody plays.
Oh God, yeah, Gelbin Mekator.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he's an actual card though too, isn't he?
Isn't he like a
you get him
reward?
for, well, you got like a gold one for buying a pack or something. All right, guys in the chat, let us know. Can we still use our Gelbin Mekator decks? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, let us know. This is an interesting turn for the Paladin. I guess you just draw more.
Just draw for days.
Yeah.
Oh God, that guy plus Anyfin is like super chat lethal right there. Like,
Sludge Belcher in the hand of Diva is going to become important here in a bit. He has to know that he's going to be calculating the damage himself as these Murlocs get killed. So he knows that like once Anyfin, the second one is drawn, that he's going to have to be careful. He needs to put down some taunts.
this is pretty tough, man. He's already used like most of his stuff. I think it just comes down like, does Anyfin get drawn, and then the game ends. And he's drawn a hell of a lot of cards. He's got almost nothing left.
Well, not yet. It's not ready yet. I'm not feeling the position of Diva right now.
No, he's
You
a
know?
dead nerd.
He's really struggling to get minions that stick to the board.
It's like he got that. You watch Kill Bill, right? The movie Kill Bill. Like someone slapped his chest, and like he doesn't know yet, but when he takes 5 steps, his heart is going to explode.
Oh.
Okay, you didn't watch Kill
No.
Bill. That's fine. It's actually a really good movie. It's a really good. It's like one of
Okay.
those classic movies that you should see.
Okay, I'll watch that. Aaron's sitting here like, I have too many cards. I have to play some of them. You could. I think you just play the sword, clear it, and
Maybe Aldor.
yeah.
You just you keep his board as weak as you possibly can, without really
Even
wasting.
try to draw, I suppose.
Or it's gonna take forever. Watch the Sludge Belcher comes out. That's trying to slam. It just goes all the way.
Ooh, that's cool.
Ooh,
Just barely sneaking out that dude. And he plays the Acolyte, even though there is a 3/1 in the hand of the Rogue. You know, the weapon. So it can be cleared for very little draw on the side of the Paladin. But look at how many cards the Paladin has right now. He has like 3 cards.
He's got like nothing left in his deck too. Like, oh, that's what you mean. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the anyfin is just gonna come up. Look at this Sludge Belcher. He's like, I'm mad or I'm important. No.
Just get out of here already.
I got the beast in my sight.
Sludge Belcher.
I just want to watch this deck all day. I just want to follow him through the tournament with this deck.
Well, you may have a chance because, I mean, it's looking good here as long as he can win this map.
Yeah, this map.
This game.
This is a hard map. It definitely makes it more even. In fact, even is what it makes it.
So you got to clear that Sludge Belcher first, I believe.
Options.
I mean, it doesn't have the anyfin anyway right now, so
Yeah.
you kind of have to at this point.
I think I had a quality combo.
You get a quality combo and use the...
Just clear the board completely. Screw it.
You could use the Merc guy to
That's true, yeah.
to clear the 1/2, and then he like almost has to kill it. Yeah. You know, and then the second the anything comes
Little
out,
does he know, you want your Murlocs dead.
yeah.
No, you know, he
I
probably
think
does know.
He might know.
He might
yeah.
know?
He may have played it like once or twice.
Is he a hacker? Does he know? Like,
How could he know?
he's like, oh my god, it's that card again.
Well, let's see what he decides to do here. I'm just going to concentration first.
All right, I'm fine with whatever.
You're just cool. It's
Cool
all
with it,
good.
man. That works too. It doesn't have to be a quality combo. If consecration does it for you, then it does it for you.
Reporting for
Come on, Merc, do your thing.
Boom. Now, weird spot for the rogue. Lotheb, once that anyfin is drawn, he cannot play it.
Yeah, that's going to cost like a lot of mana with him out.
Actually, exactly 15.
Yeah, I guess so. Unless he has a Sorcerer's Apprentice, Brendan.
Oh, I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Could have popped out from the shredder.
Yeah.
It's happened
You never
before.
know. It could have popped out from the shredder that popped out from the shredder.
There
You
it
don't know.
is. Anyfin coming out.
Ooh, Lotheb giving him one more turn.
He can still equality combo this if he wants. He has another one just in case. And I mean,
The thing is, he has so much life. It's just like 2 cards left in deck. He's going to take 1 fatigue damage. That saying anyfin was the bottom card. Look at that.
yep. Never lucky. 2 cards in the deck of the rogue. So is there a possibility, like, if this Lotheb doesn't go down, I think he has to clear it, right? Because the amount of damage that will come out is
I
a
think
lot.
you just would clear it. Would be, or this is fine too. Like reducing it to
Yeah.
1. Like, see, the thing is, I don't like doing
Out of
math.
cards.
Okay, so like, I just look at this. I'm like, yeah, I have 30 health. Yeah, no, he can't kill me. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need to clear. I don't even need to count. No way to die here.
Well, he's going to use all of his cards now and go face. That's basically all he can do. second anything will kill him. Stuff on the board would be close. Regardless, he's going to flurry there. And weapon up once again. And that will be it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the
Unless he
game.
doesn't play this card. Oh, he played it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look how much damage that is. Oh.
14 out of
So
1.
good. He's so good, but now his more deck is gone, and he is just going to die.
What's the last one? We didn't. Look
We
at
just
that
don't.
again.
We don't
Oh my
check.
God.
I think it's Druid.
Do you think so?
I think
mean,
his Reno Lock got banned, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to wait and find out.
Welcome, guys, in the chat. I'm glad that you're here watching the show. We have some good games going on. It's been a lot of fun so far.
Yeah,
More fun coming up.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah. Oh, we're going into it. No, he's playing the Reno Lock.
Okay, yeah.
So it was the Druid that got banned. Okay, the last deck for both guys. It's Oil Rogue up on top for Diva, Aaron down on bottom playing Reno Lock. So lots of random cards in there.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun. You get to see a lot of cool stuff coming out. I'm not going to spoil any of it until we get to see some of the cards come out.
Yeah. By the way, guys, we do have the chat up on the screen, so spicy toast.
Spicy toast. Toasted toasts. I like that too.
Toasted?
You're toasty.
Yeah, I am. I keep
Not
myself
toasted,
nice and warm.
toasty.
Why am I
Toasty
toasted?
toasters. I call you toasty sometimes.
Yeah,
like
I
it.
think people do. Yeah, guys, hope you're having a good time. And tell your friends, let them know.
Join the stream.
The object of the stream is, because this is a really long stream, by the end of the day, to take over the numbers on Hearthstone. I don't know who's streaming right now. Probably Crip is always streaming.
Yeah,
so
this
we'll
is his
beat out
time of
Crip's
day.
numbers, okay? We'll have a nice, dignified chat here. It'll be great. There won't be any memeing going on.
Yeah. Once Crip signs off, everyone's gonna flood in. And just as you said, it's going to be very civilized. Everybody's just going to discuss the decks that are going head to head and like the strengths and the weaknesses, and you know,
It'll be great. I'm sure that's exactly what will happen.
Yeah.
As we climb in viewers.
So first, Drake is going to hit the board with a thud.
With a thud. Thud. He's like, oh no.
That's what the Drake says when it comes out.
What does the Drake say? I think that's a zombie noise. I think you don't know what you're talking about.
No, this is Drake when he comes out. You know,
Is that
his
the
throat
sound?
is really dry. He comes out. He's like,
My throat's getting dry. Why
Yeah.
did these guys have to go to game 5? I needed a drink after game 4.
I give you. You could just go get some water. I'll
No,
solo
I'm-
cast this one. It's all good.
It's too exciting. I can't get out of my chair right now.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's forming to my butt. I am becoming one with this chair. Just like my chair at home, where
You're gonna have to waddle out.
I have to get into it like it's what's the name
What?
of that anime that I really like that has been off the air forever?
Do you like crawl into mechs or something?
Yeah, something like that, like a fire mech.
Isn't that like Gundam or no?
I mean, that's
I'm sorry. You're like casting with the wrong guy to discuss anime.
What do
actually.
you do? What do you do? You haven't seen
I play
Kill Bill. You
games.
don't watch anime.
I play games and I watch Twitch streams and troll the chat. and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
No, I'm generally.
So if
a
I
lurker.
were to say Kappa, you would know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
because
I'm on the same
if I
page
say
there.
Kappa to my mom, she doesn't quite get it.
That's a shame, man. You gotta introduce her to Twitch chat.
She has an internet phone, but she doesn't, understand the Kappa yet.
Gundam Wing, Iron-Blooded Tosis.
Alrighty. Oh, look at that Lotheb.
Lotheb's cool because
Pay attention.
I mean he's just a cool guy in general, but what I mean is like you have to clear him because Oil Rogue has so many spells.
He
that
looks smelly
generally-
to me. He has mushrooms growing on him.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's not cool. I knew a lot of guys that smelled like mushrooms that were pretty cool in college, man.
I didn't know where you were going with that. Oh, you won. Okay. That was well done. Well done, sir.
Oh,
I like it.
I think Lothar's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I know you got me there. You have me. I was yours at college or high school or whatever you said.
For just a small period of time, you were mine and not your wife's. And after this cast, it won't be true anymore.
No. All I can stare at is this Mortal Coil. I'm like, you better play that Mortal Coil. You better play that Mortal Coil.
We're just waiting, sitting here like there is really no other play except the Mortal Coil.
Yeah. Looks like his opponent has Blade Fury already in his hand, so that's good.
Yeah, Blade Fury. He's getting furious, man.
Yeah,
he's
clearly.
You know,
Hey, look, Corruption.
that's
Dark
the,
Peddler's pretty good.
Yeah, that's the other spell that you see a lot. For some reason, I never see Soulfire, or the players just never pick it. They're like,
Yeah, I think it's more the players don't pick it. It's like the other cards are just a little bit better.
Yeah. Especially Corruption. One of the best. You see that, very common card, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in all my decks.
Lots of decks, yeah. I use it in Druid a lot of the time.
I
It's
was
good for the
gonna say
control
that.
matchup. So, you guys will notice that we have a minion in the hand of Aaron here. Stalag. Stalag. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, I don't know. I know his brother's name, though. Fugue. That's
Yeah,
easy.
that one's easier.
Yeah. His brother's the handsome one, anyways.
I mean, they're both struggling, but I would have to give it to Fugan for sure. I want to take another look once he gets on the board, But deciding not to play it just yet. Even in that last turn, it lined up with the Mortal Coil, and I thought he might go for it, but
Here's a quick question for you.
Okay.
Stalag and Fugan, who is Thaddeus to them? Why, when they die, does he suddenly appear?
you would have to ask a WoW nerd. And
Well, WoW Nerd isn't
weird
here. You're the
thing-
closest thing we have to a WoW Nerd.
the weird thing is that I played WoW for 5 years.
Yeah.
So you could consider me a WoW nerd.
Okay.
But on this topic, I do not know. I think they were in one of those dungeons that, like, right when I quit, it came out.
Yeah.
And I never really got to raid it.
I just wonder if maybe he's like their Daddius, and he just gets really angry when they die.
Their daddies.
Could be. I don't know. Just saying.
Oh man. I think you might be right too. Like,
Yeah,
I think
could
it's
be.
actually on point. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's their daddies. Oh man.
All right. Well, things not looking too good for Aaron right now. There are a lot of minions on the board.
No hope of Dadius coming out anytime soon. I suppose he could delay and just get some health here. Deciding not to play the heal bot. He just wants to get a better board. He's not really in danger of dying yet. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
pretty close.
He's trying to just get one good clear on.
Seems like we have like a combo coming out right now.
Is he
from
dead?
Diva.
Is he a dead nerd?
This happens sometimes when you're playing this kind of deck.
Well, I think he's a dead nerd, man.
Well, he's gonna have the Eviscerate and the Blade Flare. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Foil Rogue wins the matchup.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. All right, and Reno Lock going down, which means that Diva is the winner.
There you go.
That was the most fun series of the day by miles.
Yeah, it went to all the way to game 5.
Yeah.
And
Like, that was a 3-0. What are you even talking about? Like,
it felt like a 3-0. It was so quick, you
Yeah.
know? Especially after that first one, the Control Warrior the Monkey versus the Monkey.
Yeah.
That was a fun game. Once we got by that one, it flew by, man.
it truly
was
did.
crazy.
We definitely didn't see the Paladin deck go all the way down to 0 and stuff like that.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
so
we're-
I think, Aaron, you wanted to see more Murloc Paladin, but
One
I
other
think,
person's
I think
playing
he
Murloc
just
Paladin.
got... Really?
Yeah. There's
Oh.
2 people, because I was really, really excited when I saw 2.
I think it's one of the seeds. right?
I think you're right.
Handsome guy, maybe?
Pretty
no?
sure.
He's playing Secret
Oh, you know
Pally?
what? Maybe I'm wrong.
We're just like looking
I
through all
like
the...
fooled myself into thinking this. Yeah, everyone's playing like Secret Paladins.
Got my hopes up. Smash him.
So sad. Okay, guys. I actually have some really awesome commercials I want to show you. And there's a new one in there this time. So let me know when you see it. We will be right back very soon.